All right, and we're live. Hi, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time you are watching this, because I just feel like Brittany, like we're about to be international. So you know what I mean? It may be morning
Right.
overseas for somebody else. So I'm just like, let me say hi to y'all too. And hello to the people that are going to be watching this on the replay. We are
Yes.
back for another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is episode 3. What season is this? Is this like season
Season
5?
three.
Season 3. Okay.
Mhm.
Season 3, episode 3. So for me, this episode was really, really good. But again, just want to introduce myself. My name is Cinquetta. I am a life coach. I'm a blogger, YouTuber, and Instagram kind of girl. Get your mind right kind of person. I'm that girl. So welcome to my channel again. And I'm going to introduce my co-host, Brittany, as well. Well, I'm going to allow Brittany to introduce herself. Brittany, tell the people who you are and where they can find you at.
I'm Brittany, Blessed Be on YouTube, on Instagram, even on Facebook, Blessed Be the channel. Please don't forget to thumbs up this video. I'm also a life coach, mom, superwoman, whatever I go by, any of them, all of them.
Uh-huh. And we're doing it. So, like this episode, we just decided to come to you guys and talk to about it. Hopefully, something that we can say can strike up conversation.
Yeah.
And actually maybe something we say can also better you or something that you can consider in your everyday life. So this is what this is about. So no judgment zone, but we will give our opinions, okay? So that's
okay. So normally, so how would you rate it? How would you rate the episode?
I will give this episode. Are we doing a number rating or a like letter
I like
rating?
the number like 1 through 10.
Okay, I will give this episode an 8.5.
Okay, what was it missing?
It wasn't missing anything, but I just feel like it gave enough. You know what I mean? Miss Wanda's still not on here.
No,
Like,
I don't know what's going on. Miss Wanda must be in love.
okay, she dating last? See, she was.
Yeah,
dating
she got to be in love, but she ain't been on camera all season. Not yet.
Yeah. So I just feel like it's still more to come that's going to make my jaw go like, But then again, when I watch reality TV, I feel like nothing is really like a 10 about it. I don't know. I don't know. So an 8.5 is pretty high for me.
I don't know. I think I don't know, probably a 9. It's probably a 9 for me. For the most part, I guess a 9.
So for you, what was it missing and what did it give? Like, what did you
no, I like the introduction of the new character, Tiffany. I like that they introducing new people. I like that because it was time. I was tired of the same 3 rotation. So I was happy about that, and I guess it was. I can't even really say what I thought it was missing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess like more detail, more. Even though the conversations were deep, I wanted to see Martell and Melanie, I guess, together. I like to see them together. I guess that's probably what it was missing for me.
Okay, I feel like it gave what it needed to. For it to be the only 3rd episode in the season, it gave a lot. So I'm excited to see what else is to come. My rating may go up, but it's better than half.
I believe it's gonna go up. I believe it
will. So let's go into the opening scenes. Let's talk about scene 1.
Okay. So scene 1 was Mel and Tisha at Mel's house. Where they were pretty much trying to get everything on track with their relationship because it's being very, very rocky. And that was the first time inviting Tisha to her house.
Okay. What'd you think about that scene?
I don't know. For me, I'm just like, she wouldn't be coming to my house.
Interesting. Why do you say that?
Initial thing. Oh, she wouldn't be coming to my house. Like until we on that level and our relationship has, built up, and we'll be meeting somewhere having lunch. She could not be walking because that's my sanctuary. That's my sanctuary. You can't let all type of spirits in your house. So
very, very true. Then when they leave, you wonder why the vibe is off because you just let somebody in.
Right.
But I'm glad you said that because when I was reading the comments on YouTube, someone said that they felt like production maybe orchestrated that scene. And I kind of felt that way too. I felt like it was a little forced, a little too soon. Like you said, I would much rather see them meet on like a mutual place.
Yeah.
But for, like you said, for her to come to our house was like, oh, okay.
Right. That was too much.
Yeah. And yeah, it probably was like production. I don't know. I felt like Melanie wouldn't agree with that on like in real life. So
I don't know. I feel like she had to want to do it because that's her house. So to
true.
some extent, you can't. I mean, no matter who I am, it's my house. Unless you want to do a rental house. You want to lie and say it's my second property. If you feel like she needs to be inside my house, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Mel felt like, because I feel like she wouldn't agree to it if she wasn't feeling it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be a thing, but she didn't want to leave out. She probably couldn't find a babysitter or something. So she's like, okay, let me just invite her in the house. Maybe it was a last resort type thing too. That's what I'm thinking, for her to have her in the house.
I think so too. I like what you said about the whole child care situation, because I think that's what it was. That's what I'm picking up as well. She probably would much rather it been like at a mutual location, but yeah, the kids probably was upstairs and she was like, we need you this scene, so like, just come on over. I can't leave, so come on.
Let's do it real quick. Exactly. But I also like the business talk. I like how her and the Black Cigar Lounge is expanding, and they have one that's coming to Houston, so that's closer to me. So I can't wait to check that one out. I know that one's gonna be lit. So I'm excited about that one, and I liked how open they were. I feel like they're making progress, because Letitia, you would think another thing, if I was Letitia, I probably wouldn't have discussed my marriage with her either. That would have been an off-limits type thing. But it's just showing that, Melanie is making a step forward by inviting her to her house, and Letitia is, being nice. So
do you think that their friendship can continue after this part, or do you feel like they're just being nice to each other because? Like, do you think that they can ever be where they were, or they're just going to keep each other at a distance, friendly, hi, but that's as far as they go?
I don't know. I feel like it's a broken vase. And it's raining here if y'all hear the thunder. I feel like it's a broken vase. Like when the vase breaks, you can tape it up, glue it up. You're still gonna see the cracks in it. So I don't feel like they'll ever get back to what they were. But I feel like they were making some huge steps to where I wouldn't even make those huge steps like that first conversation. So I feel like if both of them keep reciprocating the same energy, I think they'll get back to a good space if they keep that up.
But never the same. Yeah.
Never the same. Never. But I mean, it was sweet. I don't know. For me, I'd be like, I would never talk to Melanie about my marriage, especially after you tried to break me up. Like, my thing is, if you know my husband's cheating, don't tell me on camera. Pull me to the side. Tell me to pick up the phone. Say, why would you want me to go through that on television? Like, I don't like that. It's protect me.
Yes, and we're going to get into that more when we get down to the later scenes, because something similar came up to where, why are we like throwing each other's business and stuff like that in the other person's face? Like, whatever happened to like, oh, let me pull you to the side kind of thing, instead of trying to like embarrass them.
Right.
And so I'm glad you brought that up. I agree. I thought that too. I'm like, they can be cool, but I wouldn't have talked to her about my relationship either. No. Especially because I know how you feel. It's kind of like, remember they said, like, never tell your parents, your friends what like you and your boyfriend or husband go through, because after that you may forgive them, but your parents and your people still didn't. So they're always going to like have that in their mind about them. So it's just like, dang, you I know that you really are not for my marriage. So I wouldn't talk to you about it either. Nana, I know that about you, so.
No. But also, I wanted to ask you a question. She was talking about how they try to get their sexy back. So she was like, how they go on date nights. Do you feel like date night is important? Do you feel like that's something that you must do when you're married or even dating?
Yes. I think date nights is very important, because I feel like you should always feel like, I liked what the girl Tiffany said, like newlyweds, like, I still want to feel like I'm that girl to you. You know what I mean? When we first met, kind of thing. So I appreciated her trying to like bring in a romance and, giving that spice back. But we need to talk about that scene too. Because it was kind of weird, like kind of cringy.
Yes, it was.
But what about you? Same question.
No, I feel like date night is definitely important. I feel like got to have date night. Got to. I like how she said they have it once a week. I feel like that's necessary. Then also about the toys and the shop. And she was like, we should have got this. But that just shows how old school Marso is. And he's like, no, we're not doing that. That shows how boring and old school he is. You're like, I don't need to do that, you know. But that's them, honey. I feel like I feel like with a woman, I feel like if she came to him and she want the idea, something should click to him to say, okay, something is broken, needs to be fixed. You get what I'm saying? And I wish he was creating the initiative to make the changes, bring the sexy back. I feel like it's always her throughout all the seasons. It's always her, you know?
Can we talk about that? Because I've seen something online that I was like, they said it perfectly. Are we going to the next scene? Is this where she was talking to Marcel?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'll wait to bring it up till we get to that part because that's
okay.
Okay.
But so you want to go to scene 2?
Yes, let's go to scene 2.
Okay, so scene 2 is Mama Holt and Martell.
Woo!
Getting the spiders out the yard.
Yes.
It was short and sweet. Short and sweet. What you got from that? What you got from that scene? Even though it was so short.
I got a lot. I wrote that I feel like I don't know why Martell's mom is not understanding why Melody's mom is upset with Martell. Like, that's that lady's daughter.
Yeah.
And your son hurt her. So why would you not think that she wouldn't feel a certain type of way about it? You would feel the same type of way if Melody was doing it, cheating and doing this and that to your son.
Yeah.
So it was like, I didn't know why she wasn't trying to. I understand that's your son, but I felt like at the same time you're a woman, and I felt like I don't know why she wasn't empathizing with Melody and how Melody's mom feel. Like yeah.
For me, I got the whole unbiased. I feel like she's very unbiased for me. I just get that vibe from her. I feel like she really do not take sides. From that conversation, I had to stay out y'all business. I need her to keep that same position and to just stay out y'all business. That's what I got from that conversation. I mean, that's most of what I put. She's like, mind their business, you know? I mean, it sucks, but I mean, I can't do never respect it.
Yeah, and I get it, but I like what someone said, like, Melody is her mom's business. Well,
that's true.
Yeah, Melody is her mom's business. So it's like, if you're hurting my daughter and I see that's affecting my grandkids, like, I don't know. I feel like and I just didn't see why Martell mom. Oh, right, be neutral, but like still, like she remember she was like, I don't know why she want to talk to you. I don't know why the mom. Why not? Why don't she not want to talk to? You know what I mean? He didn't just cheat on Melody, but you cheated on the family. Like, and you know when they start talking about it, she was like, I gave Melody to you, so you know what I mean.
Right.
A lot of people was invested in this. So yes, it's between the man and the woman, but like, come on now, like, you really think that like the mom is not gonna have an opinion on it, especially when it was her daughter that was hurt. So I feel like she should have had a conversation. I don't know.
I mean, that's true, but imagine how bad it can get. You know, I think I'll be that parent too. At first, I'll probably just stay back. Then once the other parent come, then I'm coming too. But imagine how bad they can get if, you know, Melanie's mom is doing what she doing. Now I get the conversation that they had. I'm talking about like the way she acted they was talking about how she acted at the house when he came to see the kids. So imagine if you treat my son like that and then I start treating your daughter like that, then where do we go from here? So I think right now, since the divorce is final, a conversation is kind of different, but the way you're treating my son, you ain't even hug him, and she must know how she is because she said she hugged you. She was surprised and she was like, okay, yeah, I figured she didn't hug you. But imagine if you act a fool and I act a fool too. That's why I'm gonna stay in my lane and you need to stay in yours. Because if you don't start, nothing won't be nothing. Because at the end of the day, that's still her son. And I mean, I you know what I'm saying? I look because mostly all the time you always see a man's mama always in it. You know what I'm saying? Like you always see mamas just, I mean, she defend her son to a certain extent, but she holds him accountable. But I don't know. I like Mama Holt. I do. I feel like she's very unbiased, and I like it. She still considers Melanie her daughter.
Yeah, I thought that was nice when she said that, but I feel like it's kind of Melody's mom didn't do anything wrong either. It's kind of like you just said with Tisha and Melody, like how Tisha wouldn't be in Melody's house. I felt like, Martell, you really gonna try to hug this lady after everything that you just done drug her daughter through? Like, you really thought that was appropriate.
Like, you don't feel like she like the hand, none of that. You just felt like she was right.
He should have never tried to like.
Oh no,
it's too soon.
that was
like,
so rude. I felt like she was so rude. I'm sorry. Like if it just happened after you disrespected me, like if you just put my business on social media the week before, the day before, then I understand that energy. But the divorce is final. The kids are right there. Like if she want to talk to him, I don't mind them talking. You know, call him up, let's talk. But when we're trying to do drop off and pick up, I don't need all that energy. I didn't even know you was gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I thought that was very rude of her to do that. Like it was nice for TV though. Nah, I enjoyed the scene, you know, but
it didn't make it interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that scene. I just remember he tried to hug her, and she was like, "No," but I forgot what else happened after that.
It was not happening.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, those were just my thoughts on it. I felt like Martell's mom could have been a little bit more empathetic to what was going on.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. Okay, is that scene 3? I think this is the scene you waiting for.
What's the next scene?
Well, no, that's not the scene you've been waiting for. That's pretty much Jalen and Marsu.
Okay, this is a good one. What's the Black?
Yeah, the Black Cigar Lounge, and he was pretty much taking the whip out in a nice way and letting him know you're not doing this. And I mean,
what did you think of that?
I don't know. For me, I just feel like for me, Jalen seems just a little immature, being stern, because I really believe that he does need help. And I do believe, like he said, they just thrown him to the wolves and they set him up for failure. But I get that Marsu is family, so he's trying to say it and laugh it off and be nice. But when you're dealing with business, I think he needs to stand firm and say, look, I need help. I cannot do it like this. You didn't train me. You have me doing this, and this. And if it does not change, then I'm going to have to leave. I think he needs to have that deep conversation. He needs to put a little bass in his voice, and he needs to be serious, because Marsu seems like it's one going in one ear and out the other. I don't feel like he's taking him serious.
Right. And I agree with some of the comments that I read, how they basically they just threw Jalen into the situation. He already said he's coming with no experience. So you guys are expecting a lot from him. Mm-hmm. And according to the streets, aka comments, they said last season Tisha told Marsu, we need a more experienced person in this role, and just have Jalen kind of assist or like I guess shadow. But no, Marsu trying to be cheap. He don't want, you know what I mean? He getting what he paid for. This is it. Like you want to hire family, okay.
No experience.
You, but stuff like this gonna happen. Like you cannot just expect him to know all this stuff. Right. So
trial and error.
Right. Trial and error. Hire somebody else. Because in a way, I feel like this isn't Jalen's passion. So it's only going to be so much initiative he's going to do, kind of. You know what I mean? On his own. Versus somebody that eats, drinks, and breathes this thing. Yeah. They would have figured out the cup situation and spoke up and this and because it's their thing. You know what I mean? Right. Like, you know what we're doing now. Like, you know, like, okay, I want to look like this. I want to like, because this is my thing. But if you try to get me to do some engineering stuff, I'll do it because it sounds nice. But
you pay for it and it's a job.
Right. But I'm just going to coach.
Yeah. And that's what he's doing. But I was surprised when he said he was going to let him get an assistant GM underneath him. I was just like, okay, that's a step. But I was surprised he said yes, he was going to do that. But that was good. It was nice.
It's needed. It's definitely needed.
Any more on that scene?
No, I think we're good on the Cigar Lounge.
Okay, and Jalen. Okay, so scene 4 is Martell and Vanessa, aka Van, which is Melanie's mother. They meet at the park. They have a conversation.
Yes, let's talk about it. What did I have to say about this? All right. So you know how Melanie's mom was saying Martell was disrespectful towards her and things like that, and it just made me think like, OMG. If Martell has the audacity to be disrespectful to Melody's mom, just imagine what she actually went through. Because most of the times, when you're dating and stuff like that, you're kind of respectful to the parent, because you want them to kind of like see you in a certain light, or you want them to
like you.
Yeah. So if he had the audacity to disrespect this lady mom, just lets me know he probably just was something else.
That's just how he feel about Melody, though. I mean, he disrespect Melody.
Yes.
So it probably wouldn't want for him to disrespect their mom, because he's disrespected his wife for so many years.
Yes, that was very telling when she said that, and I feel like the mom is right. Melody probably never disrespected Mama Holt. Like, no.
Yeah, I don't see it. Right. Because she wouldn't like her that much if she did.
Yeah.
She wouldn't like her like
that. So more so why I feel like she wanted to have this conversation.
Yeah.
But go ahead. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, I feel like all in all, it was a good resolve, even though for me, I feel like Martell didn't really take any accountability as far as infidelity. Once she put that pressure on him, because she was trying to tiptoe around it, but then they kind of got there, and she was like, but you kept doing it over and over. And then he started talking about when everything wasn't perfect, and he trying to figure out what went wrong. What went wrong. Like being disrespectful, Melody being disrespectful, y'all can go to counseling for that. For me, that's not a means of divorce. Obviously, it's not a means of divorce for you either, unless you would have filed for the divorce. You did something that was a cause for divorce, infidelity. So now he's talking about apples and oranges. I feel like Melody disrespecting you, it really don't have anything to do with nothing, because if it was that bad, you would have left. So I feel like he didn't take any blame. No accountability at all. And I also feel like at first, I feel like the conversation was just, they shouldn't have, why are we having it? But after she was talking and expressing herself, I'm like, okay, it's still some feelings there, and it makes for good TV. So I'm happy that they had that talk on camera. And then it made me teary-eyed, and, I kind of feel where she's coming from, because at first I'm thinking they don't need the conversation, but when they had it, I'm thinking, okay, it was needed, because I gave you my child, and you took vows, and then you pretty much sent her back to me broken and bruised, because at the end of the day, that's still going to be my child. So you have to answer to me. So I feel like the conversation needed to be had, and I feel like she did it in a nice way. Because some people have been to hurt you,
Exactly. Did Melody ever talk about her father?
No, I've never really heard her talk about her dad. Okay. I think her mom was a single mom.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, I was just thinking, because if it was like a dad involved, like a man, like you said, it may have went a different. Yeah. So he got still off the hook, you know what I mean? Because only so much women can do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that was that. I like how you said that. I gave her. I took Melody was one way when I gave her to you. Now she's broken, bruised. Now that she's coming
people
back.
Don't see it that way. I mean, that stuff is serious. When they say who gives his daughter away, I give her away. Like I have daughters. I probably hurt somebody. Like don't do that. And Martell, I just cannot believe it. And for me, it just hurt when she said she didn't imagine, because I don't know if they were married or not. But either way, nobody wants a broken household. She probably didn't want that for her daughter. And for you to come along and you did what you did to her, then you kept doing it and kept doing it. Like I believe he deserved what he got from her. Like I feel like she have a right to feel the way she feeling.
I agree. And them kids look like the perfect match of both of them. Like when I seen them, they look like equally like her, equally like him. I remember Tasha K. Did we talk about it before? Like Tasha K, when she did the interview with Melody, she was like, it's gonna be hard for either one of y'all to have outside kids, because they're probably gonna look so different than the main four, because their genes are just very strong. I'm like, oh my God, they look just like both of them.
That's a perfect combination.
Yes.
They just have more of a head shape though. They head shape.
Yes, but that was a good scene. Like you said, it made for very good TV.
Yeah, they hugged it out, and I was happy to see that they hugged it out, and You know, and I don't know about 100% believe Melanie's mom though, because Martell don't play by his kids. So when he was like, Melanie kind of blocked me and I couldn't reach the kids, and you kind of did that too, I feel like he wasn't lying. I'm sorry. I feel like she felt some type of way because it shows how she had needed to have that conversation, and I feel like he wasn't able to talk to his kids.
Yeah, I can see that. You know, because she do ride for her daughter. So
yeah. But I'm done with that one.
Okay.
Scene 5.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, this is pretty much a little short scene too. Is introducing new characters, Lewis and Tiffany. So, for me, I like that they're newlyweds. And then you said the comment earlier that she said newlyweds forever. I like that. I like that, newlyweds forever. So, I like her.
I'm glad we're talking about this too, because I got to ask you about something that was said. But go ahead.
Okay. No, I was just saying I like the characters. I like how they blended the families. The shows blended families in a certain light. I like that, you know, with they're newlyweds, they're blending their family. It seems to be working out so far. It's new. And also I like the fact, what I wrote down blended families. I'm forgetting what else I liked from them. Oh, and I liked how they're older and how they survived from divorce, and they're blending their family so good, because so many people are watching the show different age brackets. Like somebody like me, even though I was being married before, I'm like, okay, good. Even if I get 40, I'll still find love. So I feel like I like that shows the older love, and I love that.
And I like it. So people was kind of shading them because they felt like for that scene, that they were still newlyweds, so they had no right to give advice. But I felt like maybe they did, because they both knew how it didn't work, so they're coming from experience. Sometimes, like, when you see what don't work, that's still experience, like, you know what I mean? Because then you know what not to do or what to do this time going forward. But people felt like, let them be in it for 10 years and then try to give advice. But I'm like, they still, you know, have something
advice as far as Melanie's situation.
I think I can't remember what specifically they were saying. Did she talk about Melanie's situation that scene? I don't know. They just felt like people just felt like in the comments on that scene that she didn't really have a right to say anything about marriages or things like that, because they only been married for a year.
Okay, but she's been divorced. Like, okay, she's been married. And don't tell her how long she was married in her first marriage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, she's coming from experience.
Yeah, I don't like that saying when people are like, don't talk to you about your marriage with your single friends, and don't talk about your. I'm just like, I feel like you have to actually know that person. Like, if I knew my friend is divorced and she was the problem in the marriage, I'm never gonna ask you for your advice. I'm just not. But if I know you were in the marriage and you were a good wife and it didn't end it not because of you but because of that person, I don't mind coming to talk to you. Even if you're single now, I don't mind coming to ask you for advice. I mean, you have to just think about that. You can't just say don't ask your married friends. It's like,
yeah, and that's what I felt too. Like, she, by her being divorced, actually does give her experience. Like, granted, she has only been married to this guy for 1 year, but still she's coming back. She does have background experience of being married, so she still got something to contribute, you know? So,
yeah, she does.
Yeah, and I agree.
Not people get married a second time. Some people it's just over. It is it. So I like her.
Okay. So was there anything about that scene you didn't like?
No, not really. It was just so quick. I wouldn't say I didn't write down nothing that kind of like
stuck out to you.
No, I love that she said she loved to dress up. That's me too. I love to dress up. I don't like to go out, but I like to dress up. You know what I'm saying? So if I could just dress up, take a few pictures, and then go back to sleep, I would do that. But for me, I'm like that too. I love to dress up.
Okay. I like that she looked, to me, I like her better with curly hair. I like her looking professional.
Oh yeah.
Versus the straight hair when she was out. She kind of look almost like a different person. But you didn't catch on when she said, such and such is his son and such and such is my son.
Yeah.
I didn't like that distinction.
But the subtitles say different. The subtitles both said, you know, Louis and Tiffany's son.
And I felt like Tiffany should have said our son. You know what I mean? Like I
Well,
didn't.
well, how will we know the difference? How will we know? How will we know that they're a blended family?
You can say something like, such and such is my bonus son. You know what I mean?
Yes,
We know
you
what
could have
that
said
means.
bonus son.
But to make the distinction, or such and such is from Lewis's previous relationship, but he's like my son. Something like that. But when she was like, and I got what I was thinking the same thing what you were saying too, but it just stuck out to me when she said it, and then like when I was reading the comments, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one that picked that up.
So everybody, other people had a problem with her saying it that way. I don't know. For me, if I got into a marriage and they had kids, I wouldn't mind them saying that, because for me, action speaks louder than words. So I feel like that was the introduction. I wanted to know who was who and if that was her son. But I get what you're saying. Her saying it a nicer way could have been, saying bonus son. It's still saying the same thing, but I get maybe she could have said it nicer. But I feel like I'm gonna just watch her throughout the season. And now she started showing favoritism and stuff like that. But I mean, I get it. I get
But what she was saying still confused me too. So when she said my son, she's like the son I gave birth to.
I thought they had it together.
Right.
Right.
But that's not what that meant.
No.
Okay. So they don't have anything together.
Yeah, I had to rewind it because the subtitles say Tiffany and Lewis' child. I'm like, okay, that's his son, and then they had that child together. But I had to rewind it to get her energy and stuff. So one is hers, one is his.
Okay. See, she.
Yeah. Yeah, she just, it was all messed up with the kids.
Right. It was a little confusing, but okay, those were the. Oh, so you say you like her. Another comment said they felt like Tiffany was a little fake. They felt like they wasn't really feeling her too much. But...
Okay, I said from scene 5 I liked her.
Okay.
Okay, I want to make sure that's clear.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for this scene. So
okay. All right. So we're gonna move on to scene 6, and that was Tisha Marsu.
Okay.
I was just going to let you just go ahead because you've been waiting on this scene.
All right.
Now the first thing it comes out, she at the hotel. She get out the car. She pulls up to the hotel.
Yes. I feel like what this person said really I agree with. They said I would hate to be in a marriage or a relationship where I felt like my husband was tolerating me. And that's the vibe I get. Like I don't get that vibe where like he, what they say, you should lust after your wife or something. Like you still had that fire, that passion for them. I don't really get that energy from them.
No.
And
not from his side anyway.
Right, from his side. Yeah. And it's just like, dang, But that's all I had to say about it.
I mean, I seen them pull up to the hotel and I was just like,
she by herself.
For me, that'll be a problem for me. It's just like, well, why am I coming here? Because you're talking about some last minute business. For me, if I was in a predicament, I would have waited on him and would have put up together. I don't want to be in no hotel by myself. I'm sorry. Because I'd be missing my kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, I would have just waited on him. We'd have put up together. So that was a red flag for me.
And how convenient. You know what I mean? How convenient, last minute. Okay.
Right. All of a sudden.
Right.
So I put that. And then also what I noticed too, when she called him on FaceTime, it seemed scripted.
Oh, it felt so cringy to me. Like, it felt so cringe.
Hello. Yes, I made it into the room. It's so nice. You're gonna like it. How's work? Then she said, how's work? Because, that's why you're still there. You had to do last minute. I'm just like, baby, the producers had to make them do that because it was just too much. And he just laying in the bed. And it was a scripted phone call for me, and then it was her having to remind him to not miss his flight. Like, hey, don't forget that I'm your wife and I'm here. Please don't forget your flight to come with me.
Yeah, right.
Remind him to don't miss his flight so he can come be with you. Oh, okay, that's where we are.
And it that's probably why she's trying to like put in that extra effort to put the romance back in, because I feel him growing distant, or maybe not distant, but he just don't seem excited. I don't know.
Yeah, he's comfortable. And for me, it's like he don't care because he knows she's going to be there.
Exactly.
and he knows she's gonna tolerate the, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you can give me the best of you, or you can give me the mediocre version. And it seems like she's okay with accepting. Well, it's not like she's okay, but I mean, to a certain extent, she's fine with it, because I mean, all these years, I get it, but you let this happen. You know, at some point he had to grow comfortable. At some point, you have to be okay with him missing, missing a flight, or missing being romantic for a few years, and you just became comfortable with it. And now you're trying to, oh no, we got to get it back, when she should have stopped it the first time it happened.
Yeah. And I just get that vibe that Tisha wouldn't speak up for herself,
Yeah. I mean, that's true. Like, even the last season, I believe the whole bubble thing she created because of COVID, it's like she's always doing something. For me, as a woman, I like to be courted. Like, I get being romantic and all of that, but I am not about to take the lead like that. Like, I hope it worked for her, but I just feel like he just doesn't care. Like, he was laying in the bed. She had to remind him to not miss his flight. And it just was like, I don't know. And I agree with what you said. It seemed like a chore, kind of like I feel like they're married and he don't want a divorce, and he don't want to break up his family. So I'm just gonna stay here with her, but I really don't want to be here no more.
Right. I'm just gonna do the bare minimum. Give her the bare minimum. Give her the bare minimum. Like, even like what you said about, like, when she was trying to spice up, things. No, I felt like he just, not that he was being like old school or traditional. He's just like, no, you ain't getting nothing extra. You're just gonna get this and that's it. Like, I just feel like he don't care. Like,
I like that.
That's the vibe I'm getting. Like, whatever. Get this, be happy. I'm not doing nothing extra. I just get that from him. I really do. And like you said, I feel like she's doing the chasing. Because he should really be like, you said, like, why she reminding him? She's supposed to be like, babe, I can't wait to see you. I'm on the flight. I know what time I'm, like, hyped to see her. Like,
she probably called them. Hey, don't forget. Baby, it's too much. I don't know. I hate to say it, but I feel like they're getting downhill. I really do. I feel like the way things were, but I feel like now, Martell and Melanie's marriage is over. Now the producers need something else to focus on with the drama. And sometimes I feel like television does ruin marriages. I personally feel that way.
It always happens like that. They come on very strong, and then after that, like, we don't hear nothing from them no more.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to go live on IG. I finished writing down my notes, so I had to use my phone, but let me go on live.
Okay.
On Instagram.
All right, so we're going to the infamous scene 7.
What was that scene again?
How can you forget it? The girls. It's Destiny's birthday. Okay. All the girls get together. Tiffany, Melanie, Destiny, Kimmy, a few of Destiny's friends. I didn't get their names. And it's, it's time to celebrate. I don't remember how old she made. Was it 32? I don't remember how old she made. But
I like Destiny was 32.
I got a whole paragraph. No, I said I think. I don't know how old for sure she made. I don't know. I don't know. I got the number 32 in my head. Maybe because I'm about to be 32. I don't know. But
yeah, I feel like I seen the number 2. Was it on the balloons there? Maybe that's where we get.
It had to, because the number 32 is in my mind. So maybe she did make 32. Maybe. But I got a whole paragraph of notes.
Really?
Okay. A whole paragraph. So my thing is that I have is, yes, Melanie. It's Destiny's birthday, but it looked like it's Melanie's birthday. You get what I'm saying? Like, Melanie walked in there from the dress, the hair. She was like, oh no, Kimmy, you've been showing out with the hair and the styles these last two episodes. Say no more. I got you.
Right.
So Melanie did absolutely phenomenal in that scene. Okay. And then for me, like, Destiny's still not leaning on her friend Melanie. You get what I'm saying? Like, at some point now, I feel like Destiny doesn't feel comfortable with me. And because if you feel comfortable with me, it's not hard when you have for me, my friends, it's not hard for me to pick up the phone and just be like, girl, my day was freaking horrible. You know what I'm saying? So if I hesitate and I don't want to pick up the phone and call you, I feel like I don't feel comfortable in that space with you. So I just feel like the friendship is not really, I feel like it's one-sided. I feel like Destiny's not feeling it, and she don't trust Melanie.
Yeah, she don't trust Melody in that area of her life, maybe.
Yeah.
She probably trusts her. And, we'll talk about business. We'll talk about Kiki, about girlfriend stuff. But as far as relationship, no, I don't want.
I get that too. I get that. I understand that too. What you just said. She want to talk about business because Melanie succeed there, but not marriage. But I feel like that just sucks. Though they both are divorced, and as friends, you should want to call. You should want to let me know what's going on so I can help you. So, and I can't wait till Melanie have that conversation. I feel like that's when it kind of get heated later on in the season. Because for me, I would feel highly offended. And then also, I feel like Kimmy almost made me cry. She was so empathetic when she was saying, "I'm so sorry," and all of that. And I really liked how she was. And I feel like Destiny had that wall up where she was like, "Yeah, I'm divorced. Let's toast to that, let's toast." But I feel like she's just putting that wall up, trying to act like it, but really she's hurting inside. Kind of like when you go to somebody's house and they say, I'm sorry about the mess. My house dirty, and their house really not dirty. It's like, wait a minute, is this house really dirty or it's clean? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she's just saying, yeah, I'm happy, and it's just like, you're not happy, I feel like, because she was getting teary-eyed herself.
It's probably like it didn't hit her yet that she's actually divorced. Like she's trying to like work through it, but it just didn't hit her that I am divorced with the new child. You know what I mean? It just didn't hit her yet. You know what I mean?
Like, she acting like it didn't hit her, but I'm willing to bet money that it didn't hit her. Especially when you have a baby that's crying at 2-3 o'clock in the morning and nobody's there to help you, and you really want that family. Oh, she's definitely hurt. I don't know why she's acting like she's not, but I mean, because for me, like being married at the time I feel like sometimes, and even relationships, sometimes you feel like, okay, you date for 6 months, you date for years, you had time to kind of work it out, you had time for trial and error. You get what I'm saying? So when it's over, you're like, okay, I gave it my best shot. But when you have somebody like Destiny that has a new baby and you have a new marriage, you feel like I'm not finished yet. You know what I'm saying? Like we just gave up. Like we didn't give this our all. So I feel like she will always have regrets, and maybe LeBerick is, whoever, whatever his name is. I feel like they're gonna always have their regret because it's like I'm not finished yet. And I feel like they really didn't give it their all. And I mean, it's just so unfortunate that it happened that quick. But from that scene, it looked like he was cheating.
Oh. Yeah.
Or when Tiffany was like, "Oh, I seen you at the party," and then she said, "Oh, your outfit was cute yesterday," and she said that wasn't me. So it was like he was cheating on her. It's like you didn't even give us a chance. Like we wasn't even married for 2 years, and you just go and cheat on me. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know. For me, that's a bad feeling. I've been there before, where you've been in a quick relationship and then it's over, and you're like, "Well, dang." Like I just got the gist of it. I feel like she probably just got the gist of being married, the gist of being a mom, and like it's just wiped away just like that.
Yeah.
And boy, Kimmy, I was getting teary eyed. I was like, oh, because I really felt like she was sincere, and she really, I don't know. I feel like she really felt her and felt sorry for her.
I agree. I liked how empathetic Kimmy was. Like she said it so eloquently, so like, sister girl, I got you, kind of like I hate that happened to you, without putting her on blast to either, So I liked how she handled it as well. She's very good at speaking.
I feel like her and Destiny's gonna get closer.
Because they had a rocky start, but
I feel like they're gonna really get closer. I mean, if I was going through something like that and I didn't really trust Kimmy, because she didn't trust her to tell her when they had lunch about it. But when I do tell you, you give me that answer. Like for me, I feel like they're gonna get closer.
Yeah,
but
she was really able to be vulnerable with her.
But I want to talk about this wedding they was talking about. Tiffany's wedding.
Yeah. I needed to watch that part back again. I actually should have, because it was confusing. I heard what Kimmy said.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, people couldn't gather if she proposed to him or it was just a secret wedding. Like,
for me, I'm thinking, I don't know, but I want to discuss this. She said nice wedding. She said it was the talk of the town. Everybody heard about it. She rented out the stadium. So let's get there. Do you believe when you're getting married, you should have a big wedding? Like, do you believe in big weddings, or do you believe in some small, intimate? Like, for your stance, how do you feel about that big old thing?
I feel like the wedding part wasn't a problem for
Mhm.
the size. I feel like it's up to personal preference. So I really don't feel one way or another about it,
Mhm.
honestly. As long as we don't go into debt if we have a big wedding, you know what
Right.
I mean? I wouldn't mind either way.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I really wouldn't mind either way. And I feel like now COVID is giving me a real good reason not to invite people because I really don't
Yeah.
like people as it is. Y'all can
Yeah.
watch it online because I don't want you at my
Yeah.
thing.
Zoom
Here's my
wedding.
Amazon registry. You still can give me money, but I'm sorry, COVID restrictions. We gonna only have a few people. Knowing that I can have as many people I want, but that's gonna be my excuse. So
Zoom.
I
Zoom.
like
'Cause you
intimate
Zoom it.
weddings and stuff. Huh?
Zoom.
Yeah,
Zoom.
right,
Zoom
right,
wedding.
right.
Mhm.
Zoom, because I don't really want to see y'all. Like, yay.
So
But
yeah,
no,
like you're a small wedding person then. Small
I
wedding.
or right, because I really don't even know people like. But then again, I'm just gonna think about the people I felt like was supportive at the
Right.
time. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
That's how.
I don't want no bad vibes, no bad energy. I
Right.
learned that. Kind of like when I graduated, all I cared about was just having
Mhm.
my mom and my siblings there. Nobody else had to come. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
just wanted the people
Mhm.
that was really down for me. I'm not
The
like a
support
showboaty person, but I feel like for the people that do it, I'm
system.
here for it too because they be giving good presents and stuff, like party favors. So I'm kind of
I
like
feel like
open
it's
to
so
it.
unnecessary.
Really?
Oh my God, I do. I feel like big weddings are like, for me, I feel like if you haven't been married 10 plus years, don't waste your money. I feel like big
Okay.
weddings, for me, I feel like you should only have a big wedding if you put some footwork in there. If you ain't put no leg work because the divorce rate is so high, I feel like if
Hmm.
you ain't put no leg work in there, don't even waste your money.
I
Because so
like
many
that.
people spend so much money on weddings, and it's like your marriage don't last. So for me personally, I don't want to have a big wedding because I didn't have a big wedding. I don't feel
Hmm.
like I need to have one until I've been married for about 10 plus years. For me,
I like that. And that's when you can do like the vow renewal kind
yeah,
of thing. And let's celebrate.
yeah,
That's actually very smart. And I like your
yeah,
perspective on it. That's very, very,
yeah,
because a
yeah.
lot of people prepare and make a pretty
Yes,
wedding, but
yes,
forget the marriage part, like the work part.
exactly,
The real work happens
exactly.
right
Go
after
on
and
a nice
on.
honeymoon. Go on a nice honeymoon. With the big wedding
Okay.
for me, like think about how Destiny's wedding probably was nice and big. I can see her having a nice wedding, and it's just all just gone.
Mm-hmm.
It was a waste. You know?
I
And
like
then
that.
I don't know before when Kimmy said she said surprise wedding. What threw me off was she said surprise wedding, which I thought, okay, they're engaged and she surprised them. But then she said, I waited for him to engage 7 years. So
Hmm.
when she said that, I'm thinking, okay, did he not propose to her?
Was she? I thought she said the 7 years between her and what's his face?
Yeah, she said
Her.
she was waiting on Maurice to propose to her for 7 years.
Yeah.
So my thing is, okay, you said that Tiffany and Lewis had a surprise wedding. So
Hmm.
originally I'm thinking, okay, they were engaged, and she was like, okay, I don't want to, have you, because men, a lot of men don't care. She's like, okay, I don't want you to have to think about it, especially if you're like, I don't, whenever, do what you want to do. Then I
Hmm.
can see why she wanted to do a surprise wedding. But why would Kimmy say I waited for Maurice to propose for 7 years? Why? Because the wedding was the talk of the town, so it was a nice big wedding.
Hmm.
Right? So why
Yeah.
would she say I waited for Maurice to propose to me for 7 years? Like, was they not engaged?
It, so what are you like getting at?
I'm
Like,
thinking that they wasn't engaged for her to say that. I'm thinking that she just surprised him with the wedding. Because once you waiting 7 years for Maurice to propose to you for it, y'all had a nice wedding. Like some for her, I would get women saying, "Oh, baby, I waited for this proposal. Our wedding gonna be nice."
hmm,
For somebody to say that, like I waited so long for you to propose, we're gonna have a nice wedding, right?
I see. Uh-huh.
But their wedding was nice. It was the talk of the town. So what are you talking
Hmm.
about? So I'm thinking that I don't know. I'm thinking that they probably weren't even engaged. I'm thinking she just like, yeah.
And they went from like dating to married.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I'm trying to figure out why would Kimmy say that? Why? What they got to do with anything? You waited
Yeah.
7 years for me.
We're gonna have to find out more about, yeah, we gotta get some more. Maybe they'll talk about it more. Like,
If
Louis.
that's the case, if they wasn't engaged and she just popped him up with that big wedding like that, that changes things for me.
Mm-hmm.
It just changes things for me. I don't see that marriage lasting like that. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do that.
I see
No.
what you're saying now. Okay. Yeah, hopefully we find out. We get the truth. Like, maybe they'll talk
Yeah.
more about it.
Yeah. She said to talk of the town. I think I'm gonna go research it to see. She said it was like, they was talking about it. Maybe it was on the shade room or something. She said they were really talking about it. So
That's true.
I'm gonna look her up. I'm trying to figure it out. So next Sunday we're gonna talk
Oh yeah, let us know what you find out. And
about
then we'll
what's
go on
going on.
Twitter and see what I can find out
Then,
too.
then I want to talk about Destiny and Jalen. Destiny and Jalen. A couple.
Oh,
Flirty? What's going on with that? Like, like Destiny? Come on now. This boy is too. I feel like he is too young. Too young for her.
yeah, she shouldn't have even brought that up.
No, she should. No, he too young for you, and he ain't ready to be dealing with no newborn baby. He is still immature.
Right, or divorcee, because she just
Yes. It was just too much. I mean, it was a nice conversation to have. They laughing and all that good stuff, but it's just like, girl, bye.
Right. It was cute. I like yeah, it was a good combo, but
And then I like Tiffany, but not no more. Tiffany is rude. I'm sorry. She's too rude.
yeah.
Like, don't bring up my child. Like, don't bring up Monster. Don't do that.
And she knew that's inappropriate.
You know that's very inappropriate. Like, don't do that.
Because she has children.
Right.
Male children at that.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost just like, remember Housewives, that infamous scene where Nene had to get Sheree together about her son shoplifting in Walmart and stuff? I don't know if you seen
about that. I think I heard about that.
So Sheree was doing all that judgment, like, oh, I thought you were so rich. Why is your son shoplifting at Walmart? Yeah. She's like, you know what? I can't control everything my son do. Fast forward, Sheree's son got caught with the weed charge. So it's just like, you know, you got to be sweeping around your own front door.
That karma is real.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we're going to see what happened with her son later on. And guess what? Kimmy better not miss the opportunity to politely have a party and let her know. Because I'm all for getting back. I want my lick back.
Okay.
I'm all for my lick back, baby. And I don't care how long it's been. I still want my lick back, though.
Oh, my God. Yes. Yeah, I didn't, like... And like someone was saying, it's a shame that like these women feel like they have to do that to get shine on the show or to stay. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That was too much. Then she talking about she wasn't being shady. Yes, you was. Like, what that got to do with what you going back talking about? You seen me the next day and said it was not. I'm sure then Destiny told her, well, that wasn't me that you seen. I'm sure Destiny told her that wasn't her. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure she was like, it wasn't. Oops. So why would you bring it up against the table? Why would you bring it up? So if Destiny would have backhanded her, hey, that would have been on Tiffany for saying something, okay? Mm-hmm. Don't call for security now. Don't call for security. Yeah. But I don't know. You did it at her party. I don't blame her for walking off.
Yeah. And I like what someone said too. They said they wish that Tiffany had a poker face. Because people are going to come at you in these kind of environments. But, like, yeah, she had her guard down. She was not expecting that, you know?
Yeah.
And the nerve of her to bring it up after the heart-to-heart with Kimmy, and they talking about the divorce. Like, it was also that time, not only it being her birthday, but also after she was just being that vulnerable, letting y'all in, that you bring that. Not good timing.
It was rude. It was rude. Then she says in her confessional that Destiny was dramatic and that she can cry if she wants to.
Yeah, no remorse. Mean girl.
She's gonna get touched by the end of the season. She keep that attitude up. She gonna get touched because I feel like Destiny really about that life. I really do. I feel like Destiny can be a little hood. The way she be talking to Martell, I feel like Destiny will go there. She better slow it down.
So I'm gonna try to share my screen now. So
we can. What's up with Tiffany, honey? Let's see, honey. Is we desperate or what, honey? Let's see.
While she's
talking.
Let's see. Alrighty. All right. So you can see my Twitter screen. Yeah. Is it big enough? Can you read some of these tweets?
No, not now. And I don't even have my glasses close by me.
Okay, because I zoomed
It's
in.
big now. It's big now.
Okay. All right. So this will say this kid fresh out of school with no experience. Show him some support, Marcel. That's true. So they moved Destiny's real friends to the next table.
I saw that. Did you notice that?
I didn't.
I noticed that. Like, soon, if you don't notice, Destiny's friend was sitting across from Melanie, and as soon as Tiffany came in, they moved her, and Tiffany sat in her seat. I was like, "What? Damn, okay, they did."
Wow.
I noticed that. Yeah, you'll notice as soon as Tiffany walked in.
Because I was like doing my little juicing and listening in the background.
Baby, I had just got in. I mean, walked in, went straight to the TV.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it on my phone. Martell putting out snake repellent. The jokes right them. I was thinking I was thinking that. I'm like, isn't it funny he doing like some snake repellent and like he came out to be a snake.
Yes.
Tisha only wanted to be friends with Mel because she fell out with Kimmy. Didn't you just say that?
No.
Or did I read that? I probably read it. Yeah. Yep. She gonna try to latch on to Melanie now.
See, I don't feel that way though.
We'll see. We will see. Jalen spilling the tea. Y'all want him to be successful, but y'all don't know. Therefore, y'all can't teach him. Yeah. Y'all just want to be owners.
Yeah, I like how he said that.
She's sitting on her pillows in her airport clothes.
Oh,
remember Tisha when she was on the phone with Marcel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they told me that.
She was laying in the bed.
I feel like she was on the top of the covers.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like she was on top of the covers.
These people critique everything.
It's my party. Right, true. She did say that. She was like, is she really gonna say that to that girl? No,
she keeps that same energy. I'm trying to tell you, Destiny looked like she would smack you. She better tread lightly. Then Destiny say her brother got killed. How her brother died? I don't remember. Was he murdered?
I don't know if she really put in details.
She better leave Destiny alone. I'm just saying. And Destiny touch her. Don't say I ain't say nothing. Don't say I ain't say nothing.
She was warned. Is Jalen calling Letitia Marsu out in the confession? He was letting them know, like, look, man, y'all was not helping me. Martell ain't even got a builder's license, and Mel does. Oh, this must have been from last week.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what else. Martell mama acting like she don't know why people are giving Martell the cold shoulder. That's how I feel. Like, I know that's your son, but like, come on now. He don't do well with disrespect, but he's disrespectful.
Right. That's a good one. That's a good one. He did say he don't do well with disrespect. I didn't like that either. That man need help though. He really do.
Yeah, I see him more as a victim now. Well, not all the way. He is victim, and that's why he's acting this way. It's probably some childhood trauma he probably went through. It would make more sense for Jalen to be the assistant manager.
Yeah, that's true. Facts. That's an old one, but that is funny.
That is true.
But you know what? I'm gonna take it light on Martell. I feel like we need to give Martell a chance this season. It's, I don't want to give Martell a hard time this season. I feel like, I mean, at the end of the day, like they say, a man gonna only do what you allow. So if Melanie allowed him to cheat on her for all these years and he accepted, what do you expect him to do? If I allow my kids to walk around this house and do whatever the heck they want to do, they're gonna do just that.
I like that. And it's more so we can't get madder than the person that's in the situation.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If Melody, like you said, was okay with it, she forgave him those times, then hey, we should.
Yeah, I feel like everybody should cut Martell a break. I just do. I feel like, hey, I mean, she allowed it. So, I mean, that's just human nature. He did it. She kept allowing it. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't blame him. I mean, she let me still do it. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself enough to leave me. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that's what this is really all about. I don't understand the relevance of being up this woman's child
Right.
during this conversation.
Exactly.
I don't remember this part. I don't understand the relevance of being
Talking
up.
about when they brought up Monster doing bait.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bringing. She's okay. Bringing up the
Bringing. Yeah,
child.
she meant to put
Yeah.
bringing.
The eyes. I don't understand it either. Oh, this one's an old one too. I want Mel to build all the houses on the 47 acres. She can use Martell's tears to water the lawns. That is so
Well, first
mean.
off, when that's from, Martell did not cry. He looked like he played that role talking to her mom. Looked like he about to cry. Oh, that must be from last episode that they doing.
Yeah, this say July 23rd. Let me look at the latest. Let's see. Some more. So wait, this new lady that's finna make Kimmy mad is an official cast member. Okay. Oh, so I was reading the top ones before. Didn't you just say this? Martell would rather die than to take accountability for his stupid ass.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna take accountability. I don't know why he went this time talking to Martell. I don't know. I learned with crazy people, baby. You're gonna hurt your head trying to understand them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a good one, True. I try to let God get my licks in for me. His hand is bigger than his hand is much bigger.
I get that, but 2 licks is better than one. 2 licks is better than one. I'm gonna get mine, and then God gonna get his too.
You gonna get both these hands?
I'm gonna match that.
Let's see what else people saying. By the way, Melody and Kimmy's facial expression at that brunch on yesterday's episode had me screaming.
First off, Melanie should have told her friend Tiffany something. I would have told my friend to go.
Yeah, like chill.
I would have told her. I would have told her she have to go. I would have.
Especially because Melanie know how it feels to be on the other side of, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like public scrutiny and people talking to you about your man.
So, and I feel like that's why Melanie and Destiny gonna get into it on the next episode, because I feel like you want me to call you and pour out my feelings to you, but I can't. You can't even protect me from your friend that you invited.
Yep. Return to sender. Nope.
She got one more try. And see, I'm with her. She got one more try because Destiny is gonna eat her. Keep it up.
But see, this is the look I like. Like, she looked weird with the straight hair. Like, she looked really pretty here. But
yeah, her hair looks so much fuller when it's curly. It looks so thin. I feel like if she had some extensions to it, some clip-ins, while it's straight, I feel like it looks much better. It just looks so thin.
Right, and it's like to her forehead, like, ugh. Like, go ahead, girl. Oh, look at this. I just found out Arian Curry is writing a book about the affair with Martell. Sure, the ignorant folks are going to buy it, but she's not going to tell anything different than another side chick will. That's true.
Whoever buy that book is so lame. I'm sorry. Whoever buy her clothes from her boutique. Like,
yeah, we'll just wait till Tasha K interviews her. Tasha K, get her on the line.
I hope she don't. I don't believe in giving the mistress a spotlight. Like, for what?
You know what? That's true. I like that you said that.
You don't need the spotlight, baby. She don't need to be going on nobody's platform. Girl, go sit down. You've been in the back seat this whole time. Take the back seat. Stay there. You're comfortable there.
Right. She don't deserve like this attention.
No, she doesn't. No, not at all.
Yeah. Oh, let me see what crowds. Number one, because of the fans, and to the ones who claim to stop watching because it's too much drama. Clearly, y'all lying. Love and Marriage Huntsville delivers most watched episode ever, becomes OWN's top unscripted telecast since 2019.
Love it. Wow. You know what's crazy though? From OWN, you know what a show I really missed? I don't know if you ever watched it. It only had one season and they canceled it because of, I think the producer had a like a Bill Cosby type thing going on, and they canceled the show. Have you ever seen Love Is?
No, I never even heard of it.
I tried to find it's little clips of it on YouTube, but they had a show called Love Is. It was about these famous directors or writers, and they created a love story. And when I say Love Is was so good, so mad they canceled it.
Was it a reality TV show or was it a show?
No, it was like a scripted show, and it was based on a true story. It was about these two writers how they fell in love, and he was living with the woman when he met her. He was staying with someone, but he found time, and she fell in love with him. Then she found out about the woman, and he left the other woman and came stay with her. You wouldn't think it's a nice romantic movie, but a show, but it was nice.
Ooh, I'm gonna look and see what I can find on YouTube too. It's called Love It.
They pretty much took it down. Like it's little clips of it. Like I wanted to buy the first season, but it's called Love Is though. It was really good.
Dang, that's how good it was.
Yeah, it was so good.
Can I play this? Because I feel like this fits perfectly.
And you could have did it. See how I did it. She never apologized.
That is so true.
Right. And then I would have been mad at Maurice because first off, it looked like she gonna confront him on the next episode. Like, why I didn't know this? How strange.
That's a weird one. That's a weird one because I get that she should know, but maybe more so wanted to keep it between him and his mom.
Maurice, you talking about Monster?
Yeah.
You talking about Maurice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I no. For me, I would have been highly upset. Baby, as soon as I walked in the house. I don't like that. No, I need to know what's going on. Like, because this is my thing, just like you said, everybody wants the look of a bonus child and, oh my gosh, this is my son, yes. But I need you to be that bonus mom when it get hard. I need you to be here in the trenches with me. So when the trenches happen, you need to be calling me. You hear what I'm saying? Because a lot of bonus parents want to do that. They want to be there when the child making all A's and they making them look good. But are you going to be here for my child when they really going through it? When my child is a troubled child, are you going to stay here and say, I'm going to help you? You hear what I'm saying? So, because I feel like they should have let Kimmy know that. I'm sorry. Because first, Kyle would be like, oh, she don't want to be a stepmother. She don't want him in the house. But then when I care, but it's just like they better stop playing with Kimmy.
Yeah, it's a tough one because maybe because the type of situation it was, because it was so like kind of, I don't know, like so. Yeah, maybe because it was just what it was.
I feel like it got to be teamwork though, because imagine if he told him no phone, no TV, then he's not there, and Kimmy sees him on his phone and TV. You know what I'm saying? Like she got to say, but then she want to know why he punished. Like you still got to communicate that stuff with her. You know what I'm saying? Like they're married.
I see. Yeah. Keep her in the loop, even if you want to give her all the details. She tickled. Melody was turning her head when the tea was getting spilled. She's like,
right, and that's why Destiny gonna let herself have it because she knows she should have told Tiffany something. She knows she should have been like, "Girl, come on, let me take you to the outside, girl." Like that was not cool.
Oh, let's see what this scene is. Oh no, I thought maybe this was about the This was going to be about the wedding, but it's not.
Not only is this chick sharing a child's business, I gotta hear about it from her before I hear about it from Maurice.
Right.
Where they do that? You have two boys. Not only.
Oh, I already know what that said from the words. Where that mouth moving, I know that part, honey.
Wait, what part is it again?
He telling her to shut up, be.
Oh, Martell's a professional victim. That actually goes together. Oh, we need to put ours on Twitter too. Mm-hmm. Love and marriage. Who is this person? Maybe we can... Oh, I know him from YouTube. Oh yeah, I know exactly who he is. I do follow him. This is good. I'm gonna do ours like this. Like our review, our recap is on here as well.
Yeah, I got to add my dog and stuff too, but Lord, when I send her straight in the bed, okay, traveling is not fun, okay?
Oh yeah, so you're back from your trip.
I'm back from this trip, Lord, and I literally just got in like at 5:00. No, matter of fact, 5:20, literally.
Really?
Oh. I watched the episode. I should have actually watched it last night on my phone in the hotel, but I was too busy trying to catch up on All American.
You did tell me you like that show.
I love, baby. Let me tell you something. I am 3 episodes left from finishing the 3rd season. I've been watching it every night, even on vacation. I've been watching All American.
Wow.
I love it.
Okay, so let's do our closing remarks. So this was a really good episode. And again, we have very, very good topics and discussions. So we will be back, ladies and gentlemen, for episode 4 next week. We're going to figure out if it's going to be the same time, same date, and everything. But we will be back for you guys. Again, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Cinquetta. Right there. It's on my name thing. And Brittany, you can let the people know where they can find you at as well.
At Blessed Be. Just like the title of my name there as well. It's bless_it_be on Instagram. Blessed Be the channel on Facebook. And my YouTube channel is Blessed Be, just like it is there.
Yay. So thank you guys so much for joining us again. And like I said, we'll be back for episode 4 next week. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.